So this month's live stream was amazing. We will start it off by saying, no, we didn't get the character creator they talked about last month. But as we know, Steven is super excited and passionate about his game, so sometimes he overpromises. But they were upfront with us and let us know right at the beginning of the stream. This is the kind of open development that we like. But they made up for it with so much new information about in-game systems. We got more this month than we have in a long time. So let the discussion begin. Let's dive right in. Animal husbandry, the breeding of animals, and also one of the processing systems that will be a part of Ashes of Creation. I know this is one of the systems that so many of you guys are super excited about. I mean, who wouldn't want to tame and breed magical animals? Steven gave us an in-depth rundown of how this system will work. I think the first thing to note is that we got official confirmation that taming and animal husbandry are separate systems. Taming is a part of the gathering system, while animal husbandry will be a processing system. Remember that processing systems take place on an individual freehold and can be affected by the type of terrain around it. You will also be able to choose from one of 4 specializations: mounts, pets, livestock, and beasts of burden. For those who decide to take up this profession, the first step will be obtaining the animals you want to breed. You can only master one profession, but you should be able to tame creatures on your own, at least at the base level. However, if you want the strongest breeding stock, you'll probably want to find a master tamer. Different regions will have beasts that specialize in certain stats. For example, when it comes to horses, the desert may have the fastest horses, while the tundra has the horses with the most health, and the riverlands have the strongest horses. So you'll have to find horses from different regions and breed them together to get the best horse. And then there will also be special traits hidden in rare spawns and mutations. So once you have the ideal 2 creatures, the breeding begins. At birth, you'll be able to inspect the offspring and see if it has desirable traits. As with genetics in real life, there's going to be an RNG factor. Steven started to go pretty in-depth into how creatures will have dominant and recessive genes. So it sounds like there is going to be some pretty insane depth when it comes to breeding the best of the best. Offspring will also have a range of possible stats at birth. If you want that range to end up at the highest possible one, you're going to have to train it. And the training process will have the biggest determination on its stats. Steven also said that all of this should be available in Alpha 2, as they want us to test and give feedback on this super in-depth system. The other cool thing is that anyone who takes up this profession will have a special interface that gives you the results of different breeding paths that you've tried. This means there won't be recipes, so certain things may be tightly held secrets while other people share the information they gather. But with this huge info dump on animal husbandry, why don't we move right along to a couple other nuggets we got about the crafting system. The first was the answer to a question about how processing on freeholds will work. There will not be any mini-games involved, however, there will be a setup process. First, you'll have to get your freehold set up with the buildings you need. For example, if you want to smelt some ore, you'll have to set up a forge. Then, you'll have to gather the necessary materials. First, you'll need a certain amount of lumber to get the forge up to temperature. Then, you'll be able to smelt the ore into ingots. These will all have time factors to them. However, it sounds like they're trying to avoid completely time-gated passive systems like mobile games have. During all of this prep and smelting, there will be additional events that happen, like a forge overheating and you needing to use water to cool it down. Steven does mention certain grades of ore, and I don't know if this means that there will be different qualities among the same ore types, or if grades refer to the difference between, say, iron and copper. Speaking of qualities, however, the last bit of information we got about the artisan systems had to do with the caravan system. Caravans will be loaded by the crate. Crates are loaded from a warehouse or inventory and delivered to the caravan. Crates will be crafted by what I assume is the carpentry system. But here's the interesting thing. Crates will have different qualities that can hold different amounts. This means that having a good carpenter will be incredibly important for efficiently moving goods. Moving on from the artisan system, we finally got the Pyre race revealed. Steven was pronouncing it on stream Pyre, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure they have referred to it on stream as Pyri before. However, just look at this. Absolutely amazing. They stated that they wanted to do something a little different from other wood elves. And keep in mind, these are not dryads. The principles of this race are nature, balance, and fury. They are a fierce race that have no problem killing. Now, all of their antlers seem like they will be some form of living plant. Their antlers will be able to be asymmetrical, and depending on what zone and season you are in, they may even bloom or grow leaves. This actually makes me second think my desire to be a Vec in-game. The last bit of information about the game we got was this updated character model for the Renkai. And as you may notice, there are some scales on its arms and back. We were given some pretty strong hints that they may have some kind of dragonborn ancestry. This was a nice little lore tidbit, and we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. Well, that was a ton of information dropped on us this month. As I mentioned in my last video, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're about to see more and more every month as we ramp up into Alpha 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like and a subscribe and throw something down in the comments. We will have a video talking about the new Unreal Engine 5 preview coming out soon. Thanks for watching and see you next time.